Hey guys, I just want to let you know about our ABC posters for sale. So our ABCs, if you've not heard of them, are basically the way we teach the Olympic lifts. And we use this to teach someone sort of an on-ramp scenario for snatch, clean, and jerk. And we have separate posters for each lift. So we have a snatch on-ramp day, a clean day, and a jerk day. And sometimes we combine snatch day and clean and jerk together and have a review day. But it'll be either 2 or 3 days. Sometimes we also do extra prerequisite lifts on top of that. But the point being, this is the exact step-by-step process we use to teach the Olympic lifts. This is how all of our trainers at the lab teach the Olympic lifts. This is how our CrossFit coaches teach the Olympic lifts, and how we teach everyone from Team Lab how to learn the lifts to everyone in our CrossFit classes. And what we do is we have a whole full teaching program and progression scheme based on these posters. And although it looks like there's a lot to it, and there certainly is, there's a lot of awesome steps there, but the whole system it's basically learning your ABCs. It goes from a beginner, intermediate, and advanced level on this. And so you add layers each time as you go, and it has a built-in assessment and progression scheme, so you know if and when a lifter or an athlete is ready to take the next progression in learning the lift. So we don't start with the full snatch. We're building the pieces as we go to put the full lift together. And the thing that's nice about it is a lot of our limitations like flexibility, mobility, stability are the first prerequisites. Can you get in a position to do the full snatch or full clean and jerk? And those are basically warm-ups as well as assessments for us. So those are worked in our earlier phases of the ABCs, and each and every day it's an assessment to see if they're ready to go. It's also warm up and active recovery, but each and every day you could be really sore and stiff, and it's getting you warmed up and ready to do the full lift basically. So the whole process is built like that, and you add more layers of complexity as you go putting the full lift together. And so you know if someone's not ready for the next progression, and they know then what they need to work on to get to the full lift. But it's also a nice, safe assessment tool for you to not put them in harm's way. So if you use this for a CrossFit class, you know right away if you have a brand new lifter, if they're ready to do the full lift or not, and how to regress this, and what regressions you need to use on the fly nice and quickly. So we have a 45 to 60 minute version of the ABCs. We have a 7-minute version of the ABCs we use in our classes. And the next thing we use them for, though, is basically our warm-up for technical skills and drills to teach the actual lift. So that our elite level lifters use this every day, and the better they get, the more of the layers of the ABCs they actually take off, and they can get it done in 3 to 5 minutes basically. So the poster scheme is set by colors and numbers and letters, and you can see exactly which steps you need to do and when for which level of lifter you are, whether you're beginner, intermediate, and advanced. So you could be going through more of an elaborate progression scheme to do more and more set exercises and drills to put all your little pieces together, and it puts the full lift together. At the end of the ABCs, you finally finish with the full speed, full lift. So you're starting with these positional stretches to get into place. Then you're starting with some squatting quad progression schemes to work on center of gravity, balance, timing, positions. Then you work on lifting from the floor up, from the ground up actually, to where you're putting pause positions into place to learn each segment of the S-curve of the pull to put the nice proper bar path into place to do the lift at the proper power position at the hips, and then how to receive the bar correctly in a power snatch, power over squat, or the full version of the lift. So there's pause progressions there that we work up in the 3-part pause, 2-part pause, or no pause version, and then finally we remove those layers and do the full speed lift. And so as you're gonna have mechanical errors and inconsistencies there at first, but you know when they are and where they're exactly at because of when the pause sequences start removing, you know where the errors start coming in right away. And so it allows you or the coach or the athlete to know exactly where your problem is and why and where to fix it instead of guessworking and not knowing what the hell is going on with your technique. So from there, the more consistent and tight your technique gets and is polished and routine it is, and the more everything looks the same and those pauses all look perfect, you start removing those pauses and layers and you get to more and more specific utilization of it, and it's a very quick warm-up scheme. So our elite level lifters, like I said, get through this in 3 to 5 minutes and they remove a lot of these layers, but our brand new people that are just learning the lifts, you've got every little piece of the progression scheme there to make sure it comes together very nicely. It's an amazing sequence when you see it come together and you feel like you just worked magic, and people that have struggled with the lifts will put a nice tight full lift together that they're ready for in terms of their progression. So it's again, like I said, it's something we use separate pieces for perhaps a CrossFit class when we have a certain amount of time to use, and we abbreviate it for them, but we also know how to abbreviate it or use it for beginner, intermediate, advanced lifters for their warm-up scheme for each and every workout. But from there, we then use the ABCs to progress and ramp up with weight for that day. So it reinforces technical precision by having certain pauses and positions put in place as you're ramping up with weight. So you're reinforcing those positions, and eventually, once you've earned it, you basically take off the pauses and you can add more and more load. So you're earning that weight basically by demonstrating technical precision. The ABCs are built in a way that won't really allow you to get to too much weight because you're having to hold position so perfectly. So it takes out the slack and all the kinks in your lifts very quickly. So check out our ABCs posters for sale, and we also have a virtual seminar coming up soon, and you can kind of see all the videos and breakdown of that taking place as well. And we also do ABC seminars, so if you're interested on that, we can come to your gym. Thank you.